Maria, Sancho, thank you so much for joining me today. Um, I just want to go over your financial plan here that I drew up for you. Um, I just want to remind you both that this is a draft and everything that has to do with this, all the components and whatnot, are open for discussion, and we want to cater them to your desires and your needs and your goals. So, that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at your goals here. So, Maria, I know that this plan is for you. However, you being married to Sancho, some of the goals and recommendations are going to overlap. So, I just want to remind you of that. Everything here is just a recommendation. Nothing has to be done. But when we take a look at your goals here, we want to talk about budget, current financial situation. I know that you definitely spoke on that. Right here, I have debt free. We want to try and consolidate as much debt as we can, obviously moving into retirement. And your retirement here, you want to retire 2037. Maria age 65, Sancho age 67, with a salary of $495,000. So we're going to take a look at that. Right here you have just some minor personal information: age, employment situation, salary, whatnot. So first of all, you have quite a few investment assets, which I applaud you for. This is great practice. You are making additions yearly to them, which are great. We are going to use these to fund all of our goals here. The main thing I want to talk about is rolling over this 401k to a Roth, first of all. That will give you a little bit more financial freedom in retirement as far as taxes go. The next thing that we're going to look at here is two of these brokerage accounts are in Sancho in your name. I would like to try and name some beneficiaries for these in the case of an early death or an unforeseen event. If we scroll down here, I have some of your other assets. You'll notice that some of these say not funding goals, others say retirement, and others say fund all goals. So what I did here was, obviously your home you're living in, you're not going to have that fund your goals because you're not planning on selling anytime soon. Your timeshare, Sancho, like you said, it's not going to have any value once you're done with it. So that's going to fund your goals of retirement, as well as your 2 real estate properties are going to fund those goals for your retirement as well. All right, and right here you're going to see some of your insurance policies. You're at $5 million in total in insurance policies. I would like to increase this a bit. I will touch on that later. Now here we have Social Security. So Maria, you'll start taking distributions at 65, Sancho at 67. Maria, a great way to make a little bit more money is to defer this until you're 67 or later even. It would give you your full Social Security benefit. Right now you're taking a bit of a penalty for taking it early. I know that you want to retire with Sancho. This is just an option, another idea to give you guys a little bit more financial freedom in your coming retirement. Next, we have here liabilities. So as you're going to see, you're going to have an interest rate associated with some of these liabilities, as well as a monthly payment. So your vehicles, you're going to have a monthly payment, all of your real estate, college loans. And the big thing that we want to focus on here is coming towards retirement. We want to get rid of these big ones here. This 23% interest, 18% interest. We want to go ahead and pay off these debts so we're not paying that high interest in your retirement. As well as you can totally ignore these condo situations just because you're going to sell them and fund your retirement with them. So that won't be an issue either. If we go down here, we've got a little bit more about your life insurance. All right, and right here, you can go ahead and ignore this negative 21% and the negative $739,566. This is worst case scenario with your portfolio. Maria, you mentioned that you aren't really a risk taker. So I put you right in the median of households. So you're right in the middle. That brings you at a balanced 2 portfolio. This is your current allocation right now with your stocks, bonds, and cash within your accounts. And here are your results. So your current probability of success is right at 74%. You want to be in between 70 and 90. So I congratulate you both for being there already. However, we want to make that chance a little bit greater. So I was able to bring you up to an 81% probability of success. This meaning you'll just have a little bit more peace of mind at night going to bed that you'll be able to reach those retirement goals that you guys would like. So we just have your current allocation, the balance 2, like I was telling you about. It's going to be 1% less stock. It's going to be very similar, just a little bit safer, I would say. And if we scroll down here now, take a look at your net worth as of current. We have your investment assets at right around $3.5 million, other assets right around $3.5 million, and your total liabilities right below $3 million. So that brings your net worth at $4 million currently. This is just a nice visual as far as your current allocation of your assets, as well as the different options that you have. So like I said in the beginning of this meeting, all of this is recommendation. All of this can be catered toward your needs, customizable, whatever you guys would like. So this just gives you a brief overview. You guys can dive into this a little bit more on your own if you would like more detail. And here we have some risk management ideals. So first, life insurance. Sancho, like I said, I want to up your life insurance to around 10 million. So you're going to need an additional 5 million or so. And Maria, I would like to get a life insurance policy of around 1 million due to you currently not having any. So with that being said, you would then have your 1 million. Sancho, you would have your 10 million. And this is just in the case of an early death. I do want to add that these are all recommendations. I can refer you to an estate planner. He will be able to dive a little bit more in detail and really figure out exactly what is the right fit for you guys right now. So disability, I know that Maria, you mentioned a little bit about disability, what to do in the case of, you guys talked about wanting a bit of a disability, benefit just to fall back on. So this just gives you an overview of any disability needs you might have, or if you want to add any, again, totally customizable for your needs. So now we move on to long-term care. And right here, this is just effective long-term care expense on your investment portfolio. So what this is portfolio value without long-term care expense, and then the portfolio value with long-term care expense. So you can see at the age 80, 81, 82, we are seeing a slight decrease. However, your portfolio is still at a value that we do like to see. And this is going to be a lot more about your estate. Now, I know that you guys have simple wills. What I would say, and what if you do decide to go, and I refer you to the estate planner that I work alongside, we will figure out exactly beneficiaries, and our main goal is to try and avoid this probate expense and delays. So you can read all about this. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the probate, but it's really something that a lot of people lose sleep over, and we want to make it so you don't even have to blink an eye at it. We want to make sure that you guys are all covered in any case scenario. So if you guys have any other questions, and as you go through this on your own, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help. I'm here to make any changes, and I can make any simple changes or any complex changes, and I can get this right back to you. Like I said, this is just a draft, and we want to cater this towards your needs as best as possible. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time, and I hope to speak with you soon.